Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So on this video, I'm gonna do a quick update, and then I'll show y'all the footage of the parts that I installed on my truck. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about the rough country upper control arms and their 3-inch loaded struts that I installed on my '04 Nissan Titan. My old setup, it was a factory upper control arms, and it was their factory struts with a 3-inch spacer. So with the factory control arm, with that spacer, certain dips or bumps, whatever, that you would get for coil bucket contact, and you could hear it. You could hear it, and you could feel it. It's like real loud clunk clunk sound, like you could hear it and feel it. So I installed the upper control arms from Rough Country, and let me tell you, it has so much space, much clearance, that these same bumps and dips that I usually go over, and so on, it just absorbs it. Like you don't feel it, you don't hear it, and just it's so smooth. And you can see on the factory control arms where it was making contact because it caused some cosmetic damage to the coil bucket, I guess you say. You can see, like in the video, you'll see. I'll show you a little bit. And there's so much clearance with the new upper control arms, and then the struts. You eliminate that spacer, and since the install, I've had driven maybe 400 or 500 miles, and it's a big difference. Like, it is so smooth. It just, every bump, dip, whatever, it just absorbs it, and you don't feel it. It's so it's it's I like it. It's amazing. It's a big difference. And I've read reviews and saw other videos that Rough Country, it wasn't all that great. It was decent quality, or the poor man's suspension, or really low budget. You know, for me, I want to put in an expensive lift kit suspension because I'm not gonna go major off-roading or anything like that. I just wanted, just better, anything better than factory, and not too expensive. Like I say, I'm not going off-roading. I'm not going all that crazy. So I went with Rough Country, and like I said, it may not show you videos, of the parts that I installed, but I'm very impressed. I like it. The road quality, everything is smooth. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. And the price wasn't bad. I think I bought them the week that they were having some kind of clearance, some kind of special. And their upper control arms, I got that from their actual website. But as far as the 3-inch loaded struts, I had to get that from their eBay store because they didn't have it on their catalog on their actual website. But either way, overall, with taxes and shipping, it came out to like what, 640, 650, which wasn't bad because it was both control arms and both struts. And the struts what I really like about these struts, they come with the coil spring, so it's like you don't gotta take the old ones off from the old setup to the new setup. It's ready to go. And then as far as the install, I didn't do a step-by-step, on the install. It's pretty, if you've done spacers before, or if you changed out struts and so on, it's the same thing. All you're doing is just swapping out the old parts with the new parts. But as long as you have all the tools, shouldn't be, maybe, it took me like 2 hours, give or take, per side, because some of them bolts were really on there and stuff. But other than that, it's not that difficult to install. As long as you got the parts and you understand, what you're doing. But other than that, it's not. Install's fairly easy. What else? But yeah, it's I'm impressed. I like it so far. If I could do it again, I would probably do it again with Rough Country. if I would have known that it was like this, I think I would have done this a long time ago. But yeah. So here in a minute, I'm gonna show you footage of of the parts. But yeah, this is the rough country up control arms and their 3-inch loaded struts. And I mean, I'm impressed. I like it. I like it. It's a big difference in in ride and everything. So, but with the upper control arms and lower struts and my aftermarket spindles, I'm like at what 7, 8 inches lift up front. So now I have to go back to the rear and lift it 2 inches because I got that California or not that California that California man that Carolina squat kind of going on, and oh man, I mean it's like 2 inches in the back, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so let me show you the footage of the install. So stay tuned. Ta-da! A rough country lift kit for the Titan. I mean, the box is empty, but I already started installing it. I'll show you the parts outside, but this is what we're doing today. This is what came in today. Rough country. It's the upper control arms and the 3-inch loaded struts. I did it one side, and let me tell you, it looks badass. So let me go show you what I'm doing outside real quick. All right, well here it is. So here are the upper control arms. Obviously, you can see on the left, there's the new ones, the rough country, and then these are the factory ones on the right. It's a big difference. I can tell you that right now. So what I'm seeing, the big difference on this, you clear the bucket contact, the coil bucket contact. So you have all this room right here, and it clears. But I think you have to grind a little bit because it kind of rubs right here. But I'll show you in a minute on the truck. But I do see a big difference. The material is a bit more sturdier. It's I believe aluminum, but it's big upgrade to the old one. So it's a big difference. And this mine's all worn out, as you can see, but and it's not a hard install. Kind of a few hand tools and a few breaker bars, but it's not bad. I'll show you in on the truck how it looks like. And these are the new loaded the new 3-inch loaded struts. On the left is the new rough country struts, and on the right is my old ones. And I also have a 2-inch spacer. So if that spacer wasn't on there, you would see a big difference. But you can see the difference now. It's got more coils. There's 7 on there to the 1 to the 5, and the shock is longer. You can see, but I'm about to show you on the truck how it looks like. It's already installed, but it's not a hard install. As long as it's not too hard. But yeah, this is it right here. The 3-inch loaded struts from Rough Country, and the upper control arms. And I got these on their eBay store, Rough Country eBay store, and I got them like in what, day and a half. So they shipped out pretty quick. But yet again, they are in my home state too, so that kind of helps out. But here they are, the new loaded struts and the upper control arms. Let me go show you what it looks like on the truck. Let's see, there it is. So here we go. This is how it looks like when it's all said and done. And let me tell you, it looks better in person. It just looks way better. So I used what, a 19mm and a 17mm wrench and a breaker bar to break those loose because they were on there. And see if you can see. Get a better angle. On the old one, this is where it was making contact. You can see it right here. where it's I got a little chip, dent, whatever. But all this clears, and you have more space on the right. But once you get it lower down and the tire back on, then this goes back up. You got more room for it to flex. But right here, I think we're right there. It barely clears. I think I should have grinded it a little bit. Focus. But there. But it clears. So hopefully once I get the tire back on and lower it back down, hopefully it clears going back up. And here's the shot. Yep, 3-inch. And with my spindle 4 inches, so it's gonna be a fully 7-inch, and then yeah, here it is, guys. Had no issues installing it. Pretty simple. If you've done leveling clips, stuff like that, then kind of same thing, but you don't gotta add the spacer onto this one. But yeah, here it is. This is the passenger side. Not to knock out the other side, but overall, guys, here it is. If you have any questions or any comments, just, you know, send them below. Now, I'll answer them to you, but it wasn't too bad to install. Once you get those 2 bolts up top loose, it's all pretty simple. But, you know, it is it, guys. And then I'll give you a little bit more updates on my truck from my previous videos of these so-called body shops. But for now, it's a video of the new upper control arms and loaded struts, 3-inch. And I'll let you know how it rides after I drive down for a while. I do an update on that. But yeah, here once again. Here we are. The new loaded struts and upper control arms.